Hello everybody and welcome to the fifth and final part of my modern cliff house tutorial. In this video we'll finalize the outside furniture, build the spiral staircase leading to the house, make some landscaping, and plant a few palm trees. So without further ado, let's start building! First, we need to remove those two lines of blocks to give our building a little bit more natural space around it. So let's clear this space out. Replace those blocks with jungle planks. Because this is the edge of our roof, we don't need them here, so we can actually remove them. Now, if you want to add a bit more detail, I recommend replacing this row of jungle planks with upside down stairs, just like this. Continue doing so around the whole build. But if you don't want to do it, you can of course leave it as is. Next, we need to place a mix of gray and light gray stained glass panes like this. Turn and continue this pattern until the very end over there. Here on this side, let's just add one gray stained glass pane on each corner and fill the rest with light gray glass panes. All that's left to do is just replace the grass blocks with jungle wood. You can of course add a little bit of terraforming here to this side of the cliff. I'll leave this totally up to you to play around. For the actual furniture, what we want to do is we want to grab ourselves a smooth quartz slab, and counting from this block, we want to do like 1, 2, 3, and in the fourth one, place the slab just like that. Then add one more, then turn and add two more. One more like this, and then build this line here. So in total, it should be 5 blocks. And then add one more slab here. Place dark oak planks like this. Place a few end rods like this, and on top, add white carpet to make it look like it's a little table. On this side, let's build a couple of chairs. Add one more end rod and place carpet on top. Place some birch trapdoors like this and top it up with birch signs. So there you have it, a small chair on the balcony to sit and enjoy the sunset. To finish it up, let's add some bushes just like that. This is our balcony on the second floor. For the first floor, let's build the fence first. Starting from this block right here, place the gray stained glass pane, then switch to light gray and place 3 of them. So basically, we are repeating the same pattern as we had here. Gray, 3 light gray, gray, 3 light gray, gray, and so on and so forth. At the very end, let's remove those blocks just to get rid of this pesky detail right here. So we can move it like this and then do some simple terraforming just like that to make it look more natural than it currently is. Let's grab ourselves some chiseled quartz blocks and approach this spot right here. So from this spot, skip this one block and place one chiseled quartz block right over here. Then place one more next to it, turn, and place 4 more, just like that. Then in this block, place 2 more like this. And then over here, place 3 more. This is going to be the back of our couch. Then grab yourself some smooth quartz slabs and complete this part here. Place light gray carpet on top of the couch just like that. Add a few buttons right over here. Then grab some andesite slabs and place them somewhere around here. Basically, you should be having this shape going. Then remove those two blocks in the middle and place two campfires right here. Grab yourself some magma blocks. They will be acting as hot coals that are going to be here in our barbecue or braai zone. Now, let's just put a couple of chairs, add some birch signs on both sides, and top it up with a birch trapdoor. Place a brewing stand right over here next to the couch. And with this, we have ourselves a nice looking barbecue area ready. And with shaders, it looks absolutely gorgeous, especially during the sunset. Now, would you look at that? Can you imagine sitting here and enjoying the views while having a barbecue with friends and family? Ah, that's so good. So good. Now that this is done, let's continue working on some other things. Approach this place, okay? And let's count 3 blocks from the entrance. So 1, 2, 3, and let's place a block. Now let's place 2 more blocks. Let me turn off the shaders so you can actually see it better. So 3 blocks just like that, then place a little bit more blocks and then turn. So you should be having 3 like this, 4 like this, and 3 like this. Then cover everything with light gray wool, the same way we did with the other couch. And then add some more quartz slabs just like that. You can actually make it a bit longer if you want, but I would prefer this little couch right here. Let's grab ourselves some buttons and place them here. What we can also do for both of them, we can actually cover the sides with the birch signs. Place end rods somewhere over here and add a brown carpet to make it look like a wooden table. Let's switch our attention to the swimming pool and replace these blocks with iron trapdoors, making it look like a drainage system or whatever it is called. So just like that, we got ourselves this nice little realistic detail. Now for the sunbeds, let's make 3 of them. So let's build one like this, skip a few blocks, build another one, then skip 2 more blocks, and place another one just like that. Let's build ourselves some umbrellas starting with the closed one, shall we? So I want you to raise this column of end rods like this. 2 would be enough. Then grab a light source, so in our case it's going to be a pearlescent frog light, and place it on top of it. Add a few banners like this around the whole thing. I actually feel like it's still a bit small, so we can always make it bigger by adding 1 more block like this. Yes, I think it's better now. At the very top, let's place a carpet just like that to cover the light source. Now let's build an open umbrella. Place 3 end rods here, add a light source, and then a half slab. Grab a string and place it like this. Then take white and light gray carpets and start placing them on top of the string just like this. It's that simple. Add more string in the corners. And place a light gray carpet on top. Now let's add some more string and place some more white carpets. In the middle, you should be having this little T shape. Do the same on this side and repeat this pattern on other sides. And just like that, we've got ourselves a nice look at an open umbrella. And if we turn on the shaders, you will see that it actually drops some shadow on us. Now, with this side is finally done, we can switch our attention to the bar zone. And for the bar zone, what I want you to do is, again, super simple. Place a few hoppers here, and on top of them, holding down the shift button, place carpet and top it up with the birch trapdoor, just like that. And we've got ourselves some nice looking bar stools. For the lamps, place a few end rods like so. Add light sources and cover them with the trapdoors, just like that. We can also add some little details using glow item frames and potions. And to finalize it, we can add a few candles to kind of mimic the bottles that you can usually find at the bar behind the counter. Next, let's work on the stairs that are going to lead all the way down here, so we can have a place where we can access this amazing build. So starting from this corner, let's count 5 blocks, including this one. Then remove 3 blocks just like this and replace them with jungle stairs. Now follow my lead and grab yourself some polished diorite. I know, it's not the most popular block, but it still looks nice in this build. So in this block, place a full block of polished diorite, then add 3 more and 3 more right here. So we should be having a 3x3 polished diorite shape. Then place 3 polished diorite slabs right here, switch to full blocks and place 2 of them here, and as a third block, add a polished diorite stairs. Close this gap with 4 more blocks. So you should be having 6 in total. Next, add 2 diorite slabs just like that. So basically, you should be having a 3x3 platform just like here. Switch to full blocks and add 6 of them here. Next, place 3 slabs, add 2 full blocks, and finish it up with stairs just like that. Add 4 full blocks like this and 2 slabs right over here. So again, all these platforms should be 3x3 blocks with this little divider in the middle. Now here, switch to full blocks and add 3 full blocks of diorite like this. Switch back to slabs and add 3 of them. Next, place 3 full blocks of diorite and again, switch to slabs and place them here. So this should be 4 layers. Then, switch to full blocks again, add 2 of them, and at the end, place stairs. So basically, we are repeating this shape right here. Add 4 full blocks like this, and then 2 slabs. So basically, we're starting to turn our stairs. What you would need to do next is you just need to complete this shape up until you meet with the ground level right over here. Remove all unnecessary blocks and replace them with diorite blocks like this. Now, to make it look a little bit more beautiful, we need to add some deep slate tiles and slabs to the mix. what we need to do with them is we just simply need to cover our diorite blocks with deep slate just like this. Make it 2 layers of deep slate right over here. On this side, replace these grass blocks with deep slate tile blocks, following the stairs pattern. And one important thing is that the level of deep slate should be half a block higher than the diorite. So just add the deep slate slabs like I am doing it here to make it look like the stairs are half a block lower. As for this side right here, we can replace those blocks with some acacia wood. Don't go too hard because everything here will be covered with rocks. So this thing should be your acacia wood, and this block can actually be deep slate as well. So up until around here maybe. Again, it will depend on where you want to start building the bottom part of this build, since this is going to be a freestyle for you and you just need to decide for yourself when and where you want to finish this line. And you will get the idea when I'm going to get to that specific point. But right now, just make sure that all the blocks are lined up, and so you won't end up having any random blocks like this. To complete the staircase, what we want to do is we want to add a few upside down stairs right here. You can always cover this part with some bushes, and later on right here in the very middle there's going to be a huge palm tree going all the way up. So this is our staircase, and to finalize it we need to add some lanterns. Just place them everywhere where it is. Just place them everywhere where it is possible, because some blocks are slabs and you cannot place lanterns on slabs, unfortunately. So aim for the full blocks. Go back to the top and place a few glass panes, following the familiar pattern of mixing light and dark gray paints like this. So now the staircase is complete and we are ready to move forward to working on the ground level of our building. Now for the exterior, let's do the simple thing right here. So this is going to be our border of the plot. Continue doing this all the way until you finish the whole line, so basically surround your build with those blocks. Add some bushes just like that, and again, continue following the line around your build. Super simple. And here, what we want to build next is a pond. Place one block like this, then one block right here, add 3 more blocks, just like so. Place 4 more blocks, just like that. 3 blocks here, 1 block here, 3 blocks here, and 2 blocks, just like that. So we made ourselves this little shape right here. Now we need to create this little nature-inspired waterfall, so we need to add some more andesite and andesite slabs here. Next, fill out the pond with water. Here, I would actually add a few leaves, maybe a little bit of moss here and there, I would also add a few andesites blocks to make it look a bit more natural. So just like that, we've added a little bit of nature to our build. Again, I'm not telling you where to place those blocks exactly, I'm just showing you the inspiration on how you can do it to make it look beautiful. Finally, add a few water sources to make it look like it's actually flowing down all the way to our lovely pond. Then, if we turn on the shaders, it will look something like this. And it's gorgeous, especially from the distance. Now what we want to do is replace the grass with some green wool and moss blocks to make a lawn. I recommend doing it with 2x2 lines. Just place your blocks switching from moss to green wool. One thing that I did here is that instead of having it like this, I added one more deep slate slab to the stairs and moved the lights a little bit so it looks symmetrical. If you want to do it, you can. If not, leave it as it was. It's totally up to you. Now that we have this little pause in the video, I actually wanted to point out that when you're going to be doing the lawn right here, when you approach the stairs right over here, let's do a pathway right now together. So from this corner right here, we need to skip one block and then place a block of packed mud just like that. Turn the path and make it 3 blocks wide in total. Approaching this block here, so 1 block away from this one, we want to turn our path like this and connect it with the staircase. We can mix in some coarse dirt as well for a nice pattern, and from the top it should look something like this. I'll pause here for a moment so you can see how it goes. Continue building the pathway, mixing in some coarse dirt here and there to add more texture to it. You don't have to do it, but it just adds a little bit more to the whole feel of the build. Before you continue with your lawn, I want to talk about this place right here. Do not waste a lot of your blocks for the lawn because a huge part of this area will be covered in random gray blocks. We're going to be building a custom rock to hold our swimming pool. So essentially what we want to do is to continue this natural shape going until you almost reach the end of our swimming pool. I'm not going to be specific about where to place your blocks, so you'll need to try and replicate the natural flow of the rock. Follow this simple pattern without counting blocks. As you can see, I'm not counting any blocks right now, and my goal is to show you the principle of how to do this thing. To start, just lay out a shape that you like. One thing I would recommend is to leave some space right here for a palm tree later on. Try to keep it a couple blocks away from the path to give it more air. Mix in different elevations to your rock by using slabs and stairs. This will add depth and detail to the build. Adding slabs to the mix helps shape the natural flow of the rock. Just like that, by adding slabs, you've already built a natural looking structure. The idea is that this rock should hold the swimming pool. Experiment with the shape. There is no right or wrong. Incorporate different elevations and slabs to add depth, and when you're happy with the shape, start adding different colors and blocks for more vibrancy. One thing before we proceed any further is that we need to cover everything underneath the swimming pool with andesite. Build this support platform to cover the insides of the build that will be visible. This will also help save materials when building the rock underneath the swimming pool. And as you can see, I have already started to add some different colors and materials to the rock formation using a block palette of gravel, light gray wool, andesite, slabs, tuff, stone, and dead corals. These textures look good in rocks or cliffs. Adding them to the mix makes your build more vibrant and alive. I've also updated this wall a bit. It doesn't necessarily have to be fully made of these blocks, but I did that because I can. On top of it, we can use some logs, and in my case, it's all acacia wood. Add some azalea leaves and bushes for color around the palm tree area to make it a bit more alive. Here on this side, I've already replaced the grass with moss and green wool, and we've stopped right next to the garage door because we need to make a driveway. Extend this part to 3 blocks, then add another layer of 3 blocks, and the final layer should also consist of 3 blocks. And then just replace the ground level with your driveway blocks. Remove the fence here, and I'm sorry for this little inconsistency in this part. Next time I'll keep the tutorial in mind when building, I promise you. One thing that's left here is to clean it up and add a little garage door. Here on this side, we need to hide this ugliness, and I'll do it on camera so you can see what I'm doing. So basically, you need to raise this up to the driveway level and use the green blocks to follow the pattern that we have and to naturally carve this terrain like this. Finally, place some azalea and flowering azalea leaves here to add a little bit more vibrancy to this part of the build. For this tutorial, I'm not gonna recreate the cars and interior of the garage. I'll leave it to your imagination to come up with something you want to place inside. Clear it out and make a simple iron door like this. So grab some iron blocks and place them over here. So our door will be opening or closing, I don't know. And from the inside, we just want to continue this pattern of a roller door. So it's going up when it opens and it rolls. And that's a lot of iron, I know, but it is what it is. Clear the space inside and use it as you see fit. Add a few buttons in the middle and a door is ready. Just a few finishing touches on this side, place a couple of lanterns along the pathway to make this area a bit brighter. And this is your entrance to the house. Let's just walk along together. Oh, it looks amazing. And you can jump in a pool and enjoy life. Right here, what you can do is to build a road or a promenade, but I'm not gonna do this in this video because this is a tutorial about the house, not the road. And one last thing I want to show you is how to build a custom palm tree for this build. I'm not gonna be showing all 3,100 palm trees that I had in the original video, but I'll show you a few and will explain the principle which you can use when building your custom palm trees. Now, the palm trees are actually super easy and super simple to build. What we need is literally 3 types of blocks. So we need a piece of wood. In my case, it's going to be acacia wood. We need a wall. In this case, it's going to be a mud brick wall. And we need some leaves. This is everything you need to build a palm tree. Of course, you can incorporate some fences and other colors or logs or whatnot, but let's build this one with the following 3 blocks. Starting right here, right in the middle of our staircase, we want to build this extremely tall trunk right somewhere around to this level, somewhere in between. You don't need to count, you don't need to follow what I do precisely. Again, Oh, and I just noticed that we forgot to close this window. Why don't we quickly do that? I cannot leave it unattended. And I'm pretty sure some of you guys have probably noticed that we didn't put the blocks here as well, so I'm sorry, I'm fixing it now. Now with that done, let's get rid of the glass pane. Yes, now it's much better. Oh, and by the way, oh my goodness, I have completely forgot to do that. Okay, you saw nothing. So, going back to the palm tree. So with the trunk ready, we just need to add a few more details. So this is going to be like a head of our tree. So we are going to place 2 blocks like this, then a couple of blocks around it, just like that. And then raise it up by 1 block like this. So this is basically the hairy part of the palm tree. Grab your leaves and just start building those huge palm tree leaves. Raise them up a little bit like this. Make it completely symmetrical in the beginning. That's going to make your life a little bit more easier moving forward. You should be having something like this. And then just start adding more of those leaves. You will have to add and delete a couple of blocks because, again, you cannot build diagonally in Minecraft. You kind of need to have supportive blocks to do that. And when you're happy with the height of the leaf, just start bending it down just like that. Removing unnecessary blocks, making it a little bit more natural. And then just add a few more leaves until you feel like you're happy with what you're seeing. So basically, do something like this, lower it down a bit more, add a few blocks here, and then just lower them down. Don't be afraid of experiments because, again, at the end, there are no right or wrong when doing this. Continue placing your leaves around the tree, follow your inner vision. And as soon as you're happy with the shape, start removing unnecessary blocks. And in a few moments, you're gonna have yourself a nice looking palm tree standing right next to your amazing building, dropping some shade over your surroundings. And this is just the beginning. We didn't add a few leaves here and there, but even now, looking from this direction, it already resembles a nice palm tree. So just like that, add a few more blocks to make it look a little bit more bushy. Add a few blocks here and there to make it a bit more natural looking. Let me just do this side on camera as well. So as you can see, I'm not counting any blocks, I'm just following my natural flow. I'm just giving those leaves a nice shape. They go up and then they go down. We could also twist them, rotate them. We can add a little bit more length to them, to the different ones. And don't forget to add the small ones as well. Palm trees have hairy, hanging leaves, so make sure to add smaller leaves for that effect. Adding a few more leaves to make the palm tree bushier and stepping away from your build to get a good perspective will help you decide if you need to adjust anything. Experiment with different shapes and sizes for the leaves until you create a palm tree that complements your build. I'm going to show you another example here. Place a mangrove block, add trapdoors around it, place a few mud walls, add 4 oak fence, and on top 2 more mud walls. add one block of acacia and start placing your leaves symmetrical. Your starting point is always symmetry, and then you decide where to go from there and how to shape your palm. So now we know that we cannot go to this side because there is a building, so instead we can go diagonally. So one leaf will be going here, the other one will continue to grow just like that, and then we're gonna lower it down, or maybe we can prolong it a bit and then lower it down. If you see there is a weird shape going, just delete a few blocks and redo it. Please do not be afraid of it. And when you're happy with it, we can add a few blocks in the air, because why not? This trick adds a bit more depth to the palm crown. And palms are hairy, remember that, so leaves go all over the place. Maybe that's too low? Just feel the flow and you will have yourself a nice tree in no time. You can of course make them completely symmetrical to make it easier. You can create one side and then replicate it to other, or build each side block by block. No one is going to judge you for the shape of your palm tree or a regular tree, trust me. As for the topping, you can add this one block in the air, and from the top, our palm is almost completely symmetrical, as you can see. You can clearly see those 5 sides right here. And at the very top, place a few leaves, adding a bit of a round shape to our palm crown. And this is basically how you build palm trees in Minecraft. Feel free to experiment. Most importantly, do not forget to step away from your build and look at it from the different perspective. For the final designs of the trees, cars, roads, whatnot, please do check out the original video showcase if you haven't already. The link is in the description. If you already did and came here to see how you can build this stunning, humongous modern house in Minecraft Survival or in any mode or version of the game, if you're playing in the older version, you can easily build this using any types of wood or dark wood, so this build is not limited to 1.21 version. Thank you all so much for watching. It has been a blast. If you're building this, please share the screenshots of your build in my Discord server. The link is going to be in the description. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't for some more videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye everybody.